Hey everybody, just out here enjoying this nice sunset and the nice weather here. Gonna do another review for the latest episode of House of David. This show's good. I really like this show. I've talked to some other people that really like it too, and I've talked to some other people that don't like it. Now the people that don't like it, they don't like it for the reason that they've taken liberties and it's not all perfectly based on the Bible. Now that doesn't entirely bother me, and I'm going to tell you why. This show is based off of a few chapters and verses in the Bible. You can't make an 8-episode series based off of a few chapters or verses. So you're going to have to include things or dramatize things or put things in that may not actually be historically accurate or true to make an 8-episode series. I think a lot of the things we've seen with Saul and his family is very much embellished. From my knowledge, we don't know a lot about Saul and his entire family, except for Jonathan. So a lot of that I think is embellished, but I don't think it hurts the story at all. It's not taking anything away from the story of David or anything. If anything, I think it builds on it and it sponges on it even. Now, I did talk to one person and they didn't like how David got hit with the spear on the first episode. If you've seen the newest episode, which this isn't really a spoiler, but David started to have dreams. And I think that may be what that was when we saw David get hit with the spear, was a vision or a dream that he has or is having later in the series. But I like it. This episode again was very Game of Thronesy with certain things that happen with Saul and his family. The crown is definitely weighing on his family, and that crown, that power, has truly corrupted Saul's entire family. But it's moving along. We finally got to see David meet Saul in this episode. That's not really too much of a spoiler. If you haven't watched yet, I'm going to go ahead and go into spoilers right now. So if you want to check back later, or if you want to watch, or maybe you've already watched, you want to see what I think about some of the things that happened, here we go. So David gets an invite from Saul that he's supposed to report to Saul and meet Saul. And his dad and his brothers think that it's something to do with him being anointed king. But David gets to Saul, and what it actually was Saul's daughter, the one that David had seen at that party, had told her dad how David can play the harp and is good at the harp. So that was it was to invite David to come be Saul's harp player. And so we're seeing that all play out. We also see in the episode Saul's daughter is teaching David how to read, which of course I don't think that was in the Bible. I think they've just kind of brought that in to have that relationship. We see the Game of Thronesy part I was talking about was Saul's second born son, I guess wild son you could call him, deflowered a girl from another village, and the dad wants Saul's son to pay. And again, the mother kind of takes everything under control and takes control of over everything. I think she's really seen how Saul has kind of fallen and is losing his mind. So the power's really got to her, and she's really taken charge. And basically the guy calls for Saul's son to be stoned, and she brings up, well, the law also states that his daughter has to be stoned if they stone Saul's son. And so she tells him to come back the next day, that she'll handle everything. So Saul's son thinks that he's pretty much getting away with it again, because he's gotten away with everything else in his life. But we see the next day the tables have turned, and the mom actually outcasts him, and he's supposed to go way far away to basically a prison camp, is what it sounds like. At the end of the episode, you see that on his way there, there's an ambush, and everyone's killed except for Saul's son, and somebody takes Saul's son. They're taking him somewhere. I don't know if the mother had this arranged and she's taking her son somewhere else to be protected. That's my guess and my thought. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see where that goes. David is at Saul's camp. He is Saul's harp player, so I don't think it'll be too long before we'll see David and Jonathan really form that friendship and that bond. And Samuel found his servant. He was actually burned. That the guy from the previous episode that had him tied up had actually burned him. So Samuel goes back to his wife, I believe it is, and tells her just to pack what she can, that they need to leave, that they're being hunted. Samuel thinks they're being hunted because they anointed David, but they don't know that this guy is just kind of on his own killed this servant for really no reason, because that wasn't his orders. So I think we'll see that play out here in the next couple episodes too. We didn't see anything about the Philistines and Goliath in this episode. I'm sure that's coming. I think things are going to start happening real quick, because they only have a few episodes left in this season. So to see him actually beat Goliath, I think things are going to be setting up pretty quick, because they're not even at war with the Philistines yet. So we'll see how it goes, but I like it. I don't think they've really changed anything biblically or done anything outlandish that changes the story. I'm interested to see more of David's dreams. He saw a man in full armor. I'm thinking that that's the pre-incarnate Jesus that he's seeing in his dreams. But we'll see. But I like it, and I'm enjoying it. So let me know what you think. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you do like it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think's gonna happen. If you're enjoying the show, what you think. My only real critique is, if this is going to be a show that follows and chronicles David's life, I want to see them cast a new actor after this season to actually play King David or the warrior David, because I can't take this kid seriously if he's going to be a warrior and a king. But we'll see what they decide to do, and if it gets renewed for a season 2 or not. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, follow, watch my other videos. Just let me know what you think. Subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'll have those links in the description. But yeah, that's my thoughts on House of David. I'll be back later this week with the review of the next episode. So hope everybody has a good week, and we'll see you on the next video.